This photograph made me blonde. That's Aaron Taylor Johnson in 2012's Anna Karenina. The look is becoming an obsession for me. I'm dieting and diffusing my hair, I'm buying more skincare products. Even my tastes are changing. I fell for 3 thin blonde women. It's not just me. Look at Ariana Grande now, Pete Davidson, Travis Kelce. It's also smooth and white and traditional. These are fascist aesthetics. But I think they look good. If it's fascist, then why do I like it? If it's fascist, why is it popular now? Why is fascism sexy?
I don't know. I can look into it.
We're in a fascist moment. Everyone is surprised at how big it is, including Trump.
It's amazing how strongly people feel about that. You see, I'm talking about cutting taxes, people go like that. Talk about transgender, everyone goes crazy. Who would have thought 5 years ago you didn't know what the hell it was?
Because fascism doesn't come from the top down. It comes from the culture up.
And culture is running from everything is equal, every lifestyle is good, to just be fucking normal.
To talk about where culture's going, we're going to borrow a useful concept from crip theory. Normativity is the bubble that contains all of society's most valued traits: white, wealthy, thin, able-bodied, cisgender, heterosexual, monogamous, etc. What exists in this space becomes normal. You see it everywhere. Social media, television, advertisements, political stances, and conversations with your friends. It becomes desirable, attractive, and everyone outside of the bubble is pulled toward it as if by gravitational force. Its pull varies in strength over different periods in history. In fascist times, it's at its strongest. Sarah Manavis writes for The Guardian about beige influencers. Gen Z has what she calls a pervasive inclination towards dullness. Heteronormative, conventional lifestyles have long been regarded as more socially acceptable than straying from this path, but conventionality has now been granted a pious aspirational element, as if this isn't how people have been encouraged to live for centuries.
What culture views as aspirational has been trending right for years. Traditional movements for women include cottagecore, cokehead, and trad wives.
In the 2010s, the Kardashians dominated beauty culture. It was essentially all black-coded, and they drew ire for being culture vultures. They borrowed looks from drag. They had laid edges, overlined lips, and strong tans. Black hairstyles, acrylic nails. Fat BBLs and black boyfriends. Then, in 2020, vibe shift. Hailey Bieber starts eating their fucking lunch. She and her makeup company, Rhode, were behind every new fashion trend. She literally invented the glazed donut look, and the strawberry girl look, and the vanilla girl, and the latte girl. And they all fit under this big umbrella of the clean girl. Minimal makeup, nothing more than skin tint, mascara, brow product, blush, lip gloss, and the radiation of cleanness. Emma Kwarteng says it's like the opposite of what's technically considered a more urban or black girl aesthetic. Let's zoom in on the vanilla girl. That's just being white. Literally, it's referring to the shade of makeup used. And now people are seeking professional help to lighten their complexions and dye their hair blonde. Okay, let's look back at what the Kardashians are doing. Is it too late? Can we still go back? Well, fuck.
Okay, but that's basically what you're doing.
No, in what way?
It's the same kind of like body, like augmentation stuff.
No, that's I'm doing something completely different. I'll show you. I'm doing something completely different. Yeah, this is the mouth tape that I use to sleep. Partly because it's good for you, partly because it like slims your face, but mostly because of that Northern Lion clip. It's like lock in.
Why is it good to breathe through your nose?
Well, I think the Vedics recommended it.
The Vedics?
Yeah, the Aryan people who conquered India.
What?
Okay, so this is my
capsule closet. I learned that term from an Emma Chamberlain video.
What does that mean?
It's like you don't you have like fewer clothes, but they go with everything. So I have all these pants. Probably too many pants for a capsule closet, if I'm being honest.
Well, they're not in the closet, so.
Well, no, but it's, hey, shut the fuck up, man. Right? Right? I do a keto because I was reading an Olivia Rodrigo recommends newsletter, and she recommended a book called Zen and the Martial Arts.
What a coincidence you get a martial arts kick along with all this other stuff, huh? You're like trying to be an alpha male now?
No, it's because I like Olivia Rodrigo. Ha! Ha! No, we don't do that in a keto. Keto's just like flips and shit.
No.
It's my Pall Mall magazine. Well,
You mean it's a Pall Mall magazine? You have a magazine about cigarettes?
I also have a Carlton magazine.
You do not have cigarette magazines. What is?
Why would she be smoking a cigarette on the cover
God,
if it wasn't a cigarette magazine?
Wait, what is this? Okay, so Hugo Boss, and you're not fascist?
I don't even know how these got out. Let's see. I've been using retinol more lately. Plus, like my cleansers and moisturizers. The basics.
What does retinol do?
It's like some anti-aging shit.
What's wrong with aging?
Great question. I've been weighing myself more, dieting, whatever. I'm not being too strict about it because I did like a cut during COVID that was really strict and it was hellish. Yeah, because now it's like if you lose a day of dieting, you don't lose all your progress, you just lose a day.
Yeah.
I'm being a little more gracious about it.
So are you trying to look more like a fascist? Because we've talked about how all this stuff you're doing is rooted in cultural fascism.
Well, it's...
Hailey Bieber is the perfect example of normativity. She embodies a simplified and effortless femininity, exudes good health and cleanliness, and, importantly, she looks rich. Lots of fashion writers interpret the Hailey Bieber clean girl era as one of quiet luxury. It's about having rich person face, rich person skin, and rich girl hair. It's about having yoga boobs and a wasp BBL. Simple, understated, wealthy. One facet of normativity is that its gravity, like that of an astronomical body, increases the closer you get. Even though all of Hailey Bieber's looks are white-coded, black people are not excluded. Zendaya and Beyonce are clean girls. This is because they're rich. Not only does money give them the ability to make the looks work, it pressures them to do so. Because they're sitting right here, outside of the normativity bubble, and its pull is strong. The more money Zendaya makes, the more she'll look like Hailey Bieber. Clean, rich, and effortlessly feminine. Look at Doja Cat. Look at Lizzo. Under Nazi fascism, women were expected to embody traditional femininity while avoiding overt cosmetic use as a way to prove their biological superiority. We see a similar trend now in the arraignment of makeup in favor of skincare. To make a presentable face with skincare takes as many products or more as to prepare a face with makeup. But crucially, the viewer does not see this effort. They do not see the chemical exfoliants, the serums, or the single-use polyester sheet masks. Therefore, the skincare user appears like a minimalist, an underconsumer, someone who doesn't have to try so hard to be beautiful. Not to mention the mainstreaming of niche incel ideology like looks maxing. Mostly soft maxing measures like mewing and skincare, and nothing so hard maxed as bone smashing or ethnocell skin bleaching. Business Insider called Gen Z the swollest generation. Their fitness grind set caused extreme physiques once reserved for bodybuilders to become an aspirational norm.
Image-conscious alpha males are the next big target of the beauty world for fragrances, soaps, and cosmetic procedures.
There's a male-friendly rebrand for everything. We call skincare supplements biohacking, anti-aging, longevity. The amount of American men using skincare products increased 68% since 2022, so that now 52% of all American men use skincare products. Year after year, hard maxing becomes more popular too. We see an increasing number of men getting Botox, undergoing cosmetic procedures, breaking their legs to get taller, shaving their teeth to get veneers, and flying to Turkey to get earplugs. The global men's cosmetic market is projected to grow by $25 billion, growing to 126% of its current size in the next 3 years alone. It's the year of stealth surgery, baby procedures undetectable to anyone without a trained eye, and it's surprisingly common for normal people to opt in for experimental medicines like Ozempic, or advanced plastic surgery in pursuit of a mythic ideal like facial harmonization, which sounds an awful lot like corpo speak for phrenology.
Normativity is asking us to engage in self-eugenics.
It's telling us to roboticize. Being human is a messy business, but beauty is saying that we don't have to have a part in that anymore.
The current fascination of the industry is turning the body into a predictable machine. If you push all the clean girl stuff one step further, you get something cyborgian. Robots don't wrinkle. They have skin like a screen, an algorithm-perfect face. They look like Megan Fox playing an AI housekeeper. Jessica DeFino, whose work is the cornerstone of this video, writes for The Guardian. For a girl board, emotions are not inherent, they are accessories. So as the beauty industry encourages us to aesthetically dehumanize, it also encourages us to aesthetically rehumanize by purchasing feelings through products. In the budding field of neurocosmetics, they're studying how to link sense to discrete emotions. There's a trend where you do your makeup to look like you've been crying, blushes to look like you're persistently nervous or shy. DeFino says, blush offers controlled application on a controlled surface. Blushing is the uncontrollable reaction of the uncontrolled body.
The body makes us uncomfortable. We imagine that corralling its unpredictability gives us control back, but in reality, it's handing it off to beauty culture itself.
As Naomi Wolf writes in 1990's The Beauty Myth, beauty culture is always actually prescribing behavior and not appearance. The cyborgian trends, Barbiecore, dollcore, and Instagram face, have expectations built in. These expectations feel more stringent when you're actually wearing the look. Notably the expectation, look pretty and shut up. It's trad wife stuff, traditionalist, normative, fascist. Fascism seeks to control women, both politically and domestically. The sick part of contemporary beauty culture is its way of getting women to police themselves. To co-sign fascist culture by saying visually, we should not express humanity in the public sphere, outside of tightly controlled, aestheticized versions of our most demure and unthreatening feelings. God help us.
Are you a fascist?
No. I just like Anna Karenina.